even the way it comes through. Well, happy April, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to start doing the robot, though. How is everybody doing? It's April 2nd. We are going to be pulling cards for our first full week of April. I am coming to you fresh from the Empowerment Pack month ahead readings. Everybody who has already jumped in, I have recorded all the readings. I'm in the process of delivering them now. Lots of good stuff coming forward. A lot of like inside scoop there that I'm keeping there. I'm keeping the mystique as I let everyone know that as we tuned into the April energies, in the Empowerment Pack, I did share a number of spiritual breadcrumbs that were showing up for me, some personal stories. I mentioned in my post yesterday that I took a literal trip to Washington, D.C. So that's a little hint for one of the things that I talk about in the Empowerment Pack. So anybody who wants to jump in, even if you just want a month ahead reading only, which is its own shorter, smaller package, just wanted to say again that I do have some space for you to jump in. I can do a couple more month ahead readings before the full moon coming right up in Libra on the 5th. So we have a lot of powerful energy coming in for April. I know we said March was one of, if not the most powerful months of the year. And indeed it was. And so we're all kind of coming in from that. And that is where I decided to bring in these two twinsies. They go together beautifully. Healing energy sprays. The Midnight Indigo Light in the Dark for moving through shadow periods, for shadow work, for darker energy, bringing in the light. And then this amazing sunrise, new dawn for all the fresh new beginnings that are absolutely coming in on the horizon with spring and with this month. And this month we have Easter energy bringing in rebirth, renewal, signs of nature awakening, everything starting to be in bloom here where I am, which is very welcomed. We had a crazy storm yesterday. How's everybody? I know we had some crazy weather in different parts of the country. Huge windstorm, lightning that rolled through here. Everything was good, but it was just, wow, the power of nature, really. And then the calm after the storm and just all the symbolism that is there. So we're working with a really beautiful deck this month for the Empowerment Pack. It's called the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed by Lalania Simone. And so I couldn't help but bring it out tonight along with the traditional tarot. So I had teased last week on the live that I was feeling like tuning into the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, that if you are familiar with the tarot or have seen it on TV, you probably are familiar with a lot of the symbols that are on these cards. So I'm just kind of deciding the best way to proceed. I'm thinking about maybe pulling from this deck, but then also maybe pulling out the matching card from here as I feel guided. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, Aletha, welcome. And Kendra, absolutely. Card for dad. Of course it is. Cards for anybody who wants a card, anybody who's with you or in your orbit. Everyone is welcome to ask for a card pull for whomever. Now's a good time to say, while the comments are working for me, please feel free to comment if you would like a card pull tonight. And if you have anything specific that you would like to focus on for that card pull, or we'll just do a general message. So the Fool. So yesterday I reshared something I had put together last year called Everybody Plays the Fool. And so this, of course, is the Fool of the Tarot, card 0. And it is the beginning. And that's actually, what's going on here on this altar mat is a symbol for each of the main archetypes of the tarot, the major arcana. It all starts with the Fool. And if you saw the video or if you want to check it out, it's I posted in the Majestic group, and I also have it on my page, Grow in the Flow. Takes you to my YouTube, where I have about a 26-minute video where last year we did a Q&A, and a lot of you asked your burning questions about specific cards of the tarot, and it just worked out that they were all associated with the major arcana, and I was guided to do that. Oh, Rob, I'm so glad you're feeling like Superman after listening to your month ahead reading. Awesome. I know, I was just on there before I came in here, and I'm telling you, that song really pumps me up. I love that song. And I thank you and your energy for bringing it forward. So the Fool, we are all the Fool. And so that is what I love about the tarot. My quick commercial for the tarot is how we can use it in an empowered way is recognizing the archetype in that we are the Fool. Come here as a soul to this lifetime to experience it all. The learning, the healing, the growing, the expanding at soul level. And so all the signs and symbols of the tarot take us through those archetypes that the Fool takes on its journey. And all the other fools that are here on their journeys, we're all helping each other to facilitate them. And so we're playing these roles in each other's lives, and I'm talking all the roles, right? Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, passersby, fools. And so it takes off from there with my perspective on the tarot and how we can work with each of these cards to really help glean these new perspectives and awarenesses. So that's kind of the gist of that video. Struggling perfectionist problems was like, well, I didn't do all of them. I only did a couple, and I'm not really covering all the traditional stuff about it. The point is, as I was sharing it with you through the lens of how it has helped me, how I've seen it help other people through my readings. And if you're interested, feel free to check it out. If you like it and would be interested in more, I would love to continue that series and just share any of your Q&A, things you always want to know about the tarot. Feel free to comment those with that video, and I will work on putting something together. So I'm going to put the Fool back in so that as we work through these cards tonight, we'll see what wants to come up. So let me see what's going on here. Hey, Erin, welcome. 2 decks. I'm looking at all your comments. All right. Oh, top or bottom? Jen is positioning you. We'll see where you are at. Okay. Oh, Aletha, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Yeah, I enjoyed that. So we're going to see what wants to come forward here for us for our first week of April, week ahead, and we are going to have this full moon in Libra. But just before that, so on April 5th this week, we had the Sun conjunct Chiron. Chiron is the asteroid known as the wounded healer. And so when the Sun is conjunct with Chiron, it's shining a light on our wounds, but actually in a really healing way, because it's helping to shine a light on how our wounds and all that we have moved through actually become a source of something that, and we've talked about this before, creating something new and beautiful from something that was broken. I always love to reference the Japanese art of kintsugi. You know, the art of taking broken pieces of pottery and taking gold paint and piecing them together in this way that's really beautiful. It creates something new art from something that was broken, something that was rendered useless. And so bringing that into an analogy for our lives, for our wounds, through everything. Sorry, I know. You know, I'm just over here having a one-sided conversation where I rolled directly from Jen positioning you, and I absolutely meant a wink, wink, nod, nod by that to talking about the Japanese art of kintsugi. You know, just on my fool's journey over here, rolling along. So pause for laughter. Okay. So I love the symbolism. I love Chiron. After I never knew, and I discovered it, learned of it through Chiron retrograde last year. And I actually have some material that I'm hoping to share again that I made in April that was about the energy of things coming around again, right? The spiral quality of events, things coming back up, and how we get this opportunity to see them from a new perspective, from a higher perspective, having come through them with what we know now. And so being that that's coming in and a light is being shown on that this week on April 5th, and then the very next day we have a full moon in Libra, there's this double energy for healing, specifically around relationships. Libra is the scales, bringing in balance, harmony for relationship, or shining a light on those areas where there's opportunity. Because it's a full moon, we're looking at what we are letting go, what is ending, releasing, shedding, in order to step into the new. So 2 significant transits happening, things happening in the sky this week that are helping to inform the energies that we are moving through as we kick off this month. So let's go ahead and see what wants to come forward. I'm going to go with our beautiful Tarot of the Cosmic Seed, and then maybe pepper in some traditional cards to see the comparison if I feel drawn to do that. Okay, so we're going to pull our collective cards now, bringing in all of our energy, asking for guidance on this week ahead, starting with Monday, sort of setting the tone for this week. And yes, if you would like a card pull, feel free to comment. Jen is keeping the list. Robert, I see your emoji or your GIF. Actually, I'm not seeing a lot of emojis. I'm not seeing a lot of reactions up the side. I don't know. But I'm seeing some comments. I think we're good. I'm going to think positive. Okay. Oop, there it is. Monday's card. Ooh, Messenger of Wands. Nice. This deck is striking. Okay, now we're going to feel into Tuesday for a potential block or challenge this week, collectively. Potential block or challenge. So that's 3rd, 4th, 5th. So full moon is on Wednesday. So this is the 5th. This is Sun Conjunct Chiron day. Potential block or challenge. Okay, and we have Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. Wednesday, full moon, midweek blessing. Ooh, I know that one. I saw this earlier. Master of Swords, King of Swords. Thursday, no blocks, no whammies, right? All right, Thursday, how we are growing. How we are growing. Gosh, we got a lot of people. 6 of Wands. Ooh, I love that. All right. Yes. And Friday, weekly wrap up. We're wrapping up the week. Ooh, yes. Action of Wands. Love that. Okay. So, I'm going to pull one card from here just to see what wants to come up. That way, if the same card comes up, that's really underscoring the message or just giving us sort of a punctuation mark on these 5 cards using this traditional tarot energy, asking for that. Yeah, Jen, the colors are amazing. It's a gorgeous deck. And it actually has a lot of flowers in it, which I did want to mention. My channeled phrase for this month is, be courageous, you will blossom. So it really is about stepping into your power, being courageous, being bold, and knowing that it is in that action, the act of courage, that you will blossom. And in our empowerment pack, we talked a little bit about the difference between blossoming and blooming, which I realized when I was spelling it out that it's just 2 S's in the middle that separate bloom and blossom in spelling. But, you know, blossoming is more of that initial budding and opening into bloom, full bloom. So it's been really cool to see this deck bringing forward all the floral energy and a lot of really bold energy with the courageous aspect as well. Kat, welcome. Oh, well, you're good because I've been talking. My comments didn't work right away. So we're here. Welcome. We're going to pull this one card from the traditional Rider-Waite. That's the one. We got double energy. Yes, I knew it. That Friday caught my eye. This is the same card as the Friday energy. So we've got Knight of Swords, action for sure. Okay, we'll talk about that. So jumping in here for Monday, we have the energy of the Messenger of Wands. And I haven't seen, this is going to be the Page of Wands, I believe. I want to double check just because I haven't gotten a messenger yet. And I just want to make sure I get the court cards correct. I feel like that's what it is, but I want to just be sure. Yes, go with your gut. Trust your intuition. Messenger of Wands. So this is going to bring in overlighting the week. Wands is the fire element. The sparks are creativity, fire energy. And it has some key words associated with it, such as inspiration, energetic, and potential. So as we move into this month, there is a tremendous amount of potential of blossoming, of really stepping into our power. Pages are the youngest new beginnings of the court cards in the tarot. Court cards means the people energy. So pages, knights, queens, and kings for traditional reference. But a lot of the decks today are taking all of that out of there in order to really be inclusive of understanding. It doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't have to be you. It can be an aspect of a personality, of a situation, of embodying. That's what I loved about the deck we used last month, using the word embodiment of. So it's really embodying the energies of that suit. Here, the messenger is bringing in new sparks, new potential, new fire, new inspirations that you are perhaps starting to feel the buzz. You know, I can't, from here, it looks like he's holding a pinwheel in his hand, you know, like the ones that like spin, and I'm thinking of the commercial with the pigs that are like out the window, like, whee, and the thing's like spinning, because it really is just like a silly, like youthful energy, like just having fun with things, laughing. Laughter is so important, right? And I think we have that pretty well covered around this group for sure, which is amazing, and I love it. So this week, don't forget to be playful. Don't forget to, there we go, Robert. Yes, that's what I was saying. Whee! Just enjoying life, right? I love it. And really being inspired by the young people around us. Around Erin, you just winked at me with that. I saw your comment, and I saw your adorable son with him running, moving around and being on his feet, and in the whole new world opening up for him, and how exciting that is, and just kind of channeling that energy, feeling that energy for yourself. No matter what we're moving through, no matter what we're stepping into, is bringing a little bit of that energy of fun. I love it. Yes, everybody, put in your gifts and your emojis for how you are going to bring it, with just allowing yourself to be inspired, allowing yourself to bring in that new energy of. I'll just take a look, since I'm already open here to the page. Fire element, yes, exciting new journey or project. That's the message of the Fool. The Fool literally is just like, hey, whatever's clever. I am a blank slate. I am not afraid. I'm just curious. I'm looking for adventure or whatever comes my way. I'm not leading with ego. I'm not worried about what everyone's going to think or if I'm going to fall off that cliff. I just got my little knapsack. I got my rose, my dog, and I'm just like on my way. That's the Fool energy. So that's who we are. We are the Fools stepping into the new. And do so with that open mind, heart, spirit for just enjoying the ride, is what I'm feeling there to kick off our week. So then we got to talk about Tuesday. Got to talk about, you know, the block, the challenge, the potential there. And it's really not, it's Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. And so, yes, Pentacles are the means, right? The money, the abundance, the foundation of. And so here, aces are new beginnings as well, offerings coming in of money, yes, but also just all the things we need, the resources that we need. So if that is in some way challenged or blocked this week, as we're moving through some of the things I was talking about astrologically, this is the day of the Sun conjunct Chiron, feeling into our wounds. Is there an energy of lack? Something of lack that could come in. Hey, Kristen, welcome. We're just getting started. We're only on Tuesday. Oh, I love it. Woohoo, I see Robert's there. Oh, you guys are killing it. Baby Shark, yes. Now we will have that song in our head the rest of the night. Thank you, Erin. Do, 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 do. What I'm getting here for a challenge or block is lack. A lacked-based mentality is saying, like, I'm going to step into my power. I'm going to have courage. I'm going to be courageous so that I can blossom. But what? Is there some sense of lack? Is there anything that there's not enough? Worrying that we might not have enough, or if we do something. So I feel like there's a, I love all this action. Guys, how am I supposed to do this? You're so fun. I love it. You know, that's what I'm feeling, is some sense of, you know, when is that going to start rolling in? Like, you know, like when am I going to start to see the tangible results of the chances that I'm taking or the steps that I'm making, whatever it may be. And so there can be that sense of like, which is mostly all up in here, right? And it's that sense of imbalance in the root chakra of thinking like, will I be okay? Will I have enough if I do this thing? So we're rooting into the faith and belief in ourself, right? And rooting into our sense of I am. So that's that bringing us into that solar plexus of we said this last week too, right? We said that like, I can do this. I am doing this, right? And so, hey, Ginger, welcome. So, everybody who's joined, if you'd like a card pull tonight for yourself, feel free to comment. Jen's keeping a list. We're talking through our collective energies this week. So I feel like that's where it might come in, with a sense of lack, or worry for having enough of something. And yet I think we're going to have some assurances here that we have what we really need. So as we feel into Wednesday, which is going to be the full moon energy, we have the Mastery of Swords. So check this guy out. Super cool. And again, we're mastering the embodiment of swords. So the energy of the air element, very much about our intelligence, our acumen, our thoughts, ideas, inspirations, stuff happening in the crown, right? But the thing about the King of Swords, or the Mastery of Swords, is really having that aligned. So having cut through, because we see this one sword that's being wielded as just cutting right through all the other stuff in order to get to the crux, right? I know it's that's why I'm like, I could use the Rider-Waite Smith, but like, I really want to show you guys these cards because they're amazing. So you love his tats, don't you? I know. He is really rocking them. I've seen some really, really good looking cards that have come up in this deck so far. Yeah, he's super cool. And I love the hat. I love the nod to being really on point. So Wednesday is a midweek blessing. How are we wielding our swords? That's our thoughts, our ideas, our beliefs. We're here at the full moon in this moment, looking at what is ready to be cut away with precision, with clarity, right? Right, Kendra? I know. Hey, Brittany, welcome. So we are looking at this as a midweek blessing. Oh, I love that. The wings of freedom. Yes. And also like spreading your wings, right? Going for it. Rob, you'll take the whole outfit, the boots, it's all working. I know. I love it. And I love the sun energy because like I said, the sun conjunct Chiron at the full moon, there's a lot of light being shown. The illumination of the full moon, the sun conjuncting with the wounded healer. So here we have this energy of the wounded healer. You know, this guy looks like he may have taken some hits in his time, right? He's got these dark wings and just the posturing, but yet he has taken those wounds and made them into beautiful gifts. He now wields his magic through his wounds. The wounds become the way forward. So that's the inspiration that is really a blessing. You know, really something where we can, Rob, I know you'll have a really cool dagger. This one's pretty generic, straightforward. So I love this energy because it really is, now I'm getting that song, Take These Broken Wings, right? And learn to fly again, learn to live so free. So it's like, again, definitely getting this Chiron energy of the wounded healer coming through our wounds and having a new enlightened perspective on how they actually have turned into some of our greatest gifts, how we can make them into gold. Okay, so I really love that as our midweek blessing. So then we have Thursday coming in here with the 6 of Wands. Yes, and look at this flower energy. I love it. The 6 of Wands is all about victory and success, right? Mr. Yes, I love that song. So good. 6 of Wands, victory and success, but not just that, being seen. And so if I was afraid to step into my power and own it, right? And I actually took a chance and I did it by being courageous. Now I'm stepping into that power and I'm being seen for it. There's accolades, there's cheers, there's, you know, there's people noticing that you are embodying your beauty, you know, and that beauty is coming from within. So again, every card I look at, I'm seeing the sun energy in the background of really how I really feel like this aspect on the 5th is going to really be something that, even if it's just happening underneath the surface, behind the scenes, that we're really seeing the beauty of having come through and grown into our wounds, and having them come forward as just the fertilizer for blossoming into our most authentic sense of self, right? She is glowing. It's beautiful. And so this is how we are growing. She's glowing. We're growing into our wounds. We're growing from that place. And so I love this energy, and I love Robert's gifts. That's so great. She's laughing too. We're all entertained, Robert. So I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling really good. I really feel this. Yes, we are stepping into it and owning it. So now we have this double feature coming in here. So we've got the energy for wrapping up the week, summarizing it with the Knight of Swords, the action of swords. Anything with a motorcycle, I love it. We talked about the motorcycle when we talked about the chariot, when we talked about getting that balance. And hey, Mel, you're not too late. Oh, Mountain Time. Hey, happy Sun's Day. No, you're here. Let us know if you want a card pull. We've just made it through the week, but we're talking about wrapping it up for the week. But it's really culminating into, look at that sun energy. But there's action, there's movement, there's forward momentum. So, you know, I love this energy because it's really showing this, you know, balance and poise for rolling forward, for moving forward. And again, I got that little bit of like, you know, Born to be Wild when I said the fool is looking for adventure or whatever comes my way. It's like hit the motor, running, head out on the highway, you know, heading out there and doing it with that one sword, right? So over here, we have that energy that we're coming into with this mastery of the sword, taking it out there and wielding it, right? So I love the fluidity of these energies coming in, because again, the swords representing our thoughts. We don't need to be all twisted up with all those thoughts, all those ideas, right? Looking for adventure, right? I love it. Everybody's peeling out of here. Now, yes, okay, fine, block, challenge. The pentacles are the slowest moving suit, I know. And so if there's a worry about having the ways and the means and all the things to spoil our fun, that's the one side of the Knight of Swords to know about, like impulsivity or, you know, really kind of like knee-jerk reactions and just peeling out can be a little hasty. So we always want to have balance, right? And so we have the full moon in Libra coming in with the scales. We're cutting away what we don't need, and then we're packing light, right? Because I'm a fool with this little knapsack. I can't fit it all in there. I'm traveling light on my motorcycle. So what are we releasing? What are we shedding? What are we leaving behind so that we can move forward free and clear, embracing the new on the horizon? So that's kind of setting the stage for us as we move into this week. And we will see what wants to come up. I'm going to put these guys together and see what we have coming up for each of you as we do your individual card pulls. So let me see what we have going on here. Oh, the music is coming in. I love it. Okay, a song from Bon Jovi. Haven't listened to it forever. Lost Highway. Why can't I think of that one? I'm excited about this week. I'm excited about April. I really am. I feel like there is a lot going on all around us, but this is what it's all about, to be coming from within. I'm taking care of my garden. You know, I can't talk about everything that's going on out there. This is what we're bringing forward, and I love this Six of Wands because that really feels like victory, success, being seen, and emanating a template for a way that it can be done. I love it. I don't know what song that is. Robert, what song is it? Bon Jovi, Forever, Lost Highway. All right, Kendra is first. No question, we're using this deck because I love it. All right, let's see what is coming up. Oh, okay, so it's one of the newer-ish songs. Got you. April is definitely a month for regrowth. April showers. I have something I'm going to be posting about that this month. A little creative real venture that I've been working on for a while. So I have something coming out with that. April showers. But definitely bringing forward the growth. Let's get a card for Kendra. What is coming up for you? Ooh, let's see. You've got liberation. Yes. Okay, this is actually card 20. So this is this deck's version of the Judgment card. Honey Badger don't care. That's right. Stepping out and being seen, authentic. This is who I am. Shedding any sense of concern about what anybody thinks about that and owning it, right? So I love that this card is called liberation. What a great word, because it's like the word judgment carries such a weight with it, you know, and also perfect example of what I mean. We've talked about this card before, but you can see the old traditional way that this card is depicted and understand what energy it carries, right? Coming up out of the crypt, the angel, judgment day, you know, that type of energy. But when we take our power back and we're liberated, we can bring through the message through this energy of understanding that there's an opportunity for us to answer a higher call, to see an expansive way, to understand that, you know, when we talk about that word judgment, in the ways that we have held those ourselves small, that we've played small into the vibration of guilt, shame, blame, criticism, judgment, we're freeing ourselves, a metamorphosis, expanding into liberation. And you are literally moving out, right? You are literally moving out and growing and spreading your wings. I love this card. I love it for you. I love the word liberation. It's so perfect. I love it. So, yes, and that's the thing. It's all about our perspective, because this way may not resonate or may not feel right to us. And so it's okay for us to redefine what it is to be judgment-free, to be liberated, right? And so we're bringing in this energy. I love it for you. Yes, moving out, moving on, moving up. I love it. So this is what we have coming up for you. Beautiful energy, liberation. So gorgeous. Feels good already. I love it. Yes, take your notes. See, the book is pretty simple. It doesn't have a lot in it, which is fine. I mean, I would usually tell somebody throw out the book when you're learning tarot, but when they're created independently like this, I like to just see what their interpretations are. So she's got rebirth, forgiveness, and awakening. A card of spiritual awakening and freeing the soul. Throw off the limiting pressures of judgment from self or others and unfurl, another great word, unfurl into your divine self. This is a sign that it is time for self-forgiveness. A deep awakening is upon you. You are understanding your wholeness and sovereignty and connection to all. You are having a spiritual level up. It's so funny because when you posted about moving, I did have my my meme from George and Wheezy, moving on up, and I was trying to find one that actually said like we're moving on up, but all I could find was them dancing. But your spiritual level up, I love it. I know I cut myself off. That was really a great card description. All right, we're pulling a card for Pops tonight, right? So this is for Randy, aka Kendra's dad, aka Pops. This is for you, Randy. So let's get a card for Randy, see what wants to come up. Kendra, I missed if you said there was a specific intention or question around it, but I'm asking for what's going to come through, and you can let me know if there's anything specific, and I'll feel into whatever comes forward with that. Card for Randy Pops. What's Pops need to know here coming up? Okay. All right. So what we have here, I saw this one earlier today too, the 5 of Cups. And this is really a beautiful version of the Five of Cups, because traditionally it's a card that talks about moving through sadness, mourning, loss of some kind. Also can be referred to sometimes of crying over spilled milk. Now, that's never to minimize whatever we might be moving through, but it's a way of us seeing, because in the cards traditionally what we see is 5 cups. Cups are the water element, and so they represent emotion, they represent flow. And here we see 5 cups. 4 of them are turned over, they've spilled, and 1 big beautiful cup with a expansive butterfly coming from it is brimming and full right there, right? But usually the character doesn't see that cup because they're looking at the cups that have spilled. And one of the things about that is to say, crying over spilled milk is like, in what way is my focus on something, a situation, a circumstance that is draining of my energy, right? That is pulling from me, versus something that is refreshing me and invigorating me, like this full cup right here. So that's kind of that message, is to say that yes, there is a time for us to be present with, moving through whatever feelings we're in, to feel our feels and to properly allow that to go, right? This is the energy of things that are circling the drain, things that are moving away, or things that have already gone. Or another aspect I like to say is, if our cup's spilled, there's no getting those spilled contents back into the cup, but also maybe they're things that we never had. We never got to have those things in our cup. And so if I'm focusing on that, that's going to build energy. I'm going to continue to see the lack. Again, think about what I said for a potential block or challenge this week, is feeling like we don't have enough, or we're not enough, or some form of lack, right? We have an opportunity then to shift our focus and see that we actually do have an abundance here, and that it sometimes is through the loss of these things that we can have the most transformation and awarenesses come in, right? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Awesome. Yeah. So that's how it feels like. This is all about perspective shifting. And I love that there's crows in this deck. You don't normally see crows with this card, with the cups, or with this card specifically. But I love the energy of crows for change. You know, when a crow is calling, you can't deny. You hear them, right? They make themselves known. That brings me into your throat chakra. That's about speaking your truth. That's about letting yourself be heard, right? So I think there's an invitation here to embrace, again, one of the things that we're hearing as a theme for us all collectively, standing in our power, being authentic, right? This is inspired by Kendra's card, because she had that beautiful butterfly rising up, liberating, and so too can you, right? Coming up through this full cup, through these blessings, through speaking your truth, through stepping into your power. So that's the message that's coming up for you. Allow yourself to feel your feels, move through them, right? Shift your perspective to that full cup. Isn't that beautiful? The cards are really awesome. I always say Lalania. I hope I'm Lalania, Simone. I'll post it in the group so you can see. It's called the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. This was a crowdfunded deck. I like to do that a lot with independent creators. And I'm in the process of she's coming out with a companion deck. It's an oracle deck, and it's like just as gorgeous, and it's coming out really soon. So I will share that. This is a gorgeous deck. It really is. It's got beautiful, really nice. Okay, let me see what we got going on. Robert, slugs for the crows. No bird shot, no trophies, nothing but feathers. You quote these things. That's the slugs for those crows. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So Randy, there's your card. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to pull a card for you. Okay, Nicole is next. Let's bring through a message for Nicole. Make sure I got everybody in here. Didn't leave any cards on the... Okay. Okay. Oh, Kendra, good. Lots of notes. Perfect. Piggybacks off of... Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. You're welcome. Love to pops. All right. Nicole, what do we have coming up for you? Woo! I saw this earlier today too. All right, guys, this card is amazing. This is the Magician. Just take it in. Wow, right? The Magician is card 1. First stop on the Fool's journey. Coming into the message that we have all the tools we need. We have everything we need to make our magic. And I love that it's depicting a literal, anatomical brain and heart. And this DNA strand that is connecting the brain and the heart, right? And showing that, and also we have the sacred geometry coming in here with the flower of life and the Merkaba. We have all of the elements represented, and that's to say that we have all the tools we need. The Magician typically is the only card in the tarot deck that has all 4 suits on the card. A cup, a wand, a sword, and a pentacle. So it's showing that we have all of that in us from the jump, from the start. We have that all in us, right? And so the Magician, of course, as we move through our Fool's journey and we step into our power and we liberate ourselves and we step out, we start to wield our magic. We start to make our magic, but that's a process, right? That takes practice. Hey, Kelly. Oh, of course. Yep, we got you, Kelly. And nope, you're not too late at all. Perfect. So I love this. I mean, you know all the energy of the Magician. So lots of magic coming in here for you. But I just love this really cool nod to literally the brain, connecting in with your heart healing, brain healing, and bringing all of that together in a very connected, very magical way. Nicole, talk about taking your wounds and making them into gold. Taking your wounds and being able to find the beauty and the magic in that. Beautiful. I love this for you, and it's an amazing card. So yes, keep working your magic. And also, again, that sacred geometry, any connections that you have there with the Merkaba, the flower of life, all the elements, beautiful stuff. I love that. Hey, Brenda, welcome. Welcome in. Yes, everybody who's just joining, if you would like a card pull, feel free to comment. We are just in the midst of our card pulls. Did the week ahead energy. I'll be reiterating that. We'll have the replay as well. You're welcome, Nicole. Okay, let's see. Who is next? Chastity. Okay, let's get a card for you. I know, I'm like, I didn't want to say it out loud about the comments. No, it's okay. I was like, wait, it's not moving. Isn't that card amazing? I know. I will take pictures of cards as they come up. I know, I'm really, really loving this deck. I know, zip, everything is in perfect order. Chastity, what is coming up for you? Let's see what's coming forward. Shuffles beautifully too. Okay, so here we have the 7 of Wands, right? So this is a card that speaks to boundaries, protection, sometimes a need to step away from some of those intense energies and kind of like knowing our limits. And so, you know, sometimes needing to take a time out from the fray, the time out from things that are feeling very intrusive of our space. So definitely boundaries, protection, you know, and also the wands, of course, the fire, the sparks, the ideas, our creativity, a lot of activity, sometimes needing to take a little bit of a step back. I'm going to take a look in the book, see what she has here for the 7 of Wands. Okay, boundaries, defense, and protection. Challenges to your status, protect your energy and space, create healthy boundaries, hold your ground, fight for your beliefs. So it's really like standing your ground, like deciding where, you know, in ways that sometimes you have to assert, wield your wands in a way that's kind of protective or setting of boundaries or letting people know what's acceptable and what's not. you know, and so when we're tuning into the energies of, you know, standing in our power, being courageous, being our authentic self, that sometimes we have to say the thing or do the thing or draw the line or in some way assert a boundary. So that's typically, you know, what I get with the Seven of Wands. But I love here because of those blossoms. And I was saying, because I was just in Washington, D.C. and the cherry blossoms were in full bloom. And then, of course, I was inspired to bring forward for April, be courageous, you will blossom. I kind of feel like this might be like the poster child for that, because she looks really strong and courageous and powerful, and then she has these like delicate little blossoms behind her. So I feel like it's like stepping into your power and laying some boundaries is the beginning of really asserting something for yourself that's going to bring through some blossoming, something new blossoming into your life. Really beautiful, through the act of standing in your power and wielding your wands. So that's what I have coming up here for you. All right. Hope that resonates for you. All right. Oh, good. Okay, great. I'm glad. Beautiful card. They all are. So who is next? Savannah. Okay, let's get a card for you, Savannah. Ask for what is coming up for you. Card for Savannah. Ooh, let's see what this one is. Two of Wands. Okay, let me take this in for a sec. Yeah, okay. So the Two of Wands is a card of contemplating next moves, right? Of being in a place of looking at this way or that way. And typically, it's tuning into, isn't it a beautiful deck, Brenda? Tarot of the Cosmic Seed, of something that's familiar and comfortable versus something new and we're unfamiliar with. It's out of comfort zone. So it's like, I always look at it like this is sort of like the wand that's here tethered and really comfy and secure and comfort zone all day long. I know what to expect. And then the other one is sort of like the walking stick. Like, am I going to take that out there into the world looking for adventure or whatever comes my way? Am I going to hop on the back of that motorcycle and go for it, you know? And so being in this place of making a decision between the two. And it's definitely jumping out to me, the moon phases here too, because it's like moving through, oh yeah, the Ankh too. That would be cool to have a gate. Yeah, like that's totally giving us that gate energy with the Ankh. Beautiful. Good catch. I love that. The moon phases, really feeling like, feeling into when the time is right to make that move or to take that step. Stargate, yeah. Let me just see what she says. I haven't seen this card yet, so I have yet to see the interpretation in here for Two of Wands. Planning, decisions, exploring. Changes ahead. It is time to sit down and plan out what you want to do going forward. Create a strategy or map. See yourself or set yourself up for success. Confident expectation. I like that too. Confident expectation. See yourself succeeding, right? We have the card here of victory and success. The Six of Wands is like, when I boldly step into whatever my decision is between this or that, when to stay or go, I know that when I make that choice, I'm going to fully step into it, owning and knowing that I'm following my intuition. I'm following my North Star in order to step into something. And I'm going to go all in on it, because no matter what happens, it's going to be for my highest and best soul's growth. Whatever it is, it's going to be learning. I'm going to learn through this process. So it's like, you can't go wrong when you make that decision, but do it when it feels right to you, right? And I definitely see that. But again, her wearing all red also feels like this sense of lack of, will I have enough? Can I do it? Of, yes, you can. She's like hand on the hip, like, like, yeah, you are safe and secure to do so. I love that for you. That's beautiful. I'm glad that that's resonating. making those choices, making those plans. Beautiful. Also kind of feels like, I'll say too, with the moon phases too, the timing. So the new moon, we have a rare second new moon in Aries coming up well, it's on the 19th of this month, and it's going to be a total solar eclipse. So it's a total solar eclipse in Aries. So fire, fire, fire. So that also feels good for timing as far as like this guidance to plan between now and then, and knowing that, you know, more clarity will come forward for you is what I'm feeling there. Whew. All right, Kelly. Let's see what's coming up for you. Card for Kelly. Ooh, wow, okay. All right, Kelly. Let's see. She's jumping right into it. I'm going to stick that up there. Ooh, nice. Okay. It is the Two of Coins, the Two of Pentacles. So this is a card, a jumpy card of balance. It's a card of, you know, bringing in balance to all the things. That's how you do. This card came up for somebody earlier today, and it reminded me of doing the dance between the things, like, because typically, traditionally, the Two of Pentacles has a infinity symbol, and the two pentacles exchanging back and forth. And so it's a delicate dance, right? But it's one that you do at your own pace. And hey, you know what? You might step on some toes in that dance, right? So figuring out what works for you. So when it comes to, yes, Robert is demonstrating via GIF what it is to balance those pentacles. He is doing the delicate dance. I love this because it really is. And you know what's, oh my gosh, isn't that cool? Can you see the outline of the bridge behind her? So there's like a bridge energy outline there. That's beautiful. Let me look in the book. I just want to see what the book has to say about the Two of Coins. Okay, Two of Coins, balance, adaptable, multitasking, right? So doing all the things. You have lots of things happening at once, but are able to manage the situation with grace. Multiple opportunities present themselves. So I think it's like, you know, really getting into the groove of balancing all the things and knowing when and where to put your attention and energy. And again, the stepping on toes, it's just like, hey, you know, respectfully, you know, you're doing it like a master of swords, because you're being direct, you're being clear, you're allotting your energy where it needs to go. But, you know, this is it. This is what I have to give. This is what I, you know, and doing that dance really directly. So there's a great balancing here of many things, a lot of plates in the air, but doing it gracefully. That's what I feel too. Like you're really doing a great job of balancing things, and it's reflected here for sure. So I love that. I love those little stick figures dancing. Oh, that's great. All right, let's see what we got. Kelly, sweet. Yeah, you're going to step on some toes when you dance, right? It happens. Great. Allotting your energy very directly and most gracefully. That's great. You know what was on the other day? This is obscure movie reference coming in hot. League of Their Own. And they go to the etiquette teacher, and she's teaching them how to dance, and she's going gracefully and grandly, gracefully and grandly. And you have like the girls who like have no rhythm and they're stepping all over the place. I'm getting that. Sorry. Listen, anything's possible. There's no crying in baseball. I know, it's such a great movie. I love it. The gifts are on point tonight. All right, did I miss? Yes, Brittany. Yay, Brittany. Okay, let's see what's coming up for you. Did I pick it up upside down? No, we're good. All right, let's get a card for Brittany. What is coming in for you? Oh, everybody's jumping around. Jump around. Hey, Kelly, thank you. Thank you. Messenger of Cups. Look at this guy. I love it. All right, so this is Page of Cups. Page of Cups energy. So, boing, yeah. You guys are cracking me up. Show me the money. This guy does remind me of somebody. I don't know who, the way he's positioned like that. I'm feeling something there. But this is going to be Page of Cups energy. So this is like new, youthful energy coming into the scene. And we have the flow. And the Page and the Knight of Cups are just so sweet. They remind me of like, there can be like a romantic element. There can be like a chivalrous element. There can be sort of like just like this really sentimental element too. I want to feel into, he's dancing for fish. We are like in such fun, rare form. We're in the Fool's energy tonight. I love it. Messenger of Cups, intuition. Okay, yes. Also, the cups, especially with the fish. This is a Pisces energy. Dreamy, imagination, all of that too. So I'm feeling that too. Show me the fish, right? Yes, show me the fins. I love it. So it's bringing in intuition, dreams, and sensitivity. And so messages from the water element, which is the unconscious and subconscious. So it's saying to notice your dreams and follow your intuition. So the third eye is opening, a deeply emotional person. So it's acknowledging, you know, you as a sensitive person, as one who has a lot of depth to your feelings. And also, it is talking about dreams. So whether a couple of us have been talking lately about like weird, crazy dreams that have come up. Kristen, are you here? I saw you were on. I'm thinking of you, girl. You were telling about your dream. So dreams lately. So if you've had any vivid dreams or anything that stuck out to you, there's a little nod there to your dreams and messages that come through to you intuitively that way. But definitely, you know, acknowledging that sensitivity and this energy of opening up to your intuition and trusting it more and more, like really trusting in your intuition and being in flow with that no matter what. And that's what I get here. So that's a little talk to the hand action. That's what's going on. It's like talk to the hand, like my intuition tells me otherwise and I'm following my intuition. So I'm feeling this like, thanks. You know, thank you for sharing. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting there. Really, really tuning into your own intuition, paying attention to your dreams, and also honoring your sensitivity because it is a gift. It really is, I promise. That's what I've been learning too. So, Kristen, you've been having some crazy, vivid dreams too? Yeah, I was, my friend Kristen too, she was on here and was telling me about a crazy dream that I made a cameo in for her. And I was like, that we were talking about how crazy they were. So I don't know what it is lately with the dreams, but I think there's something to that as well. Okay. Yeah. Other people are having it too. Dancing and flirting for fish. Totally your attitude today. Talk to the hand. Awesome. All right, Erin, you are next. Let's see what is coming up for you. Card for Erin. We'll dance for fish. Card for Erin. Ooh, you got two. I'll take it. Okay. So somebody put a teacup in there earlier. We have the Three of Cups. So we have this energy coming in with this. The Three of Cups is really a beautiful card of celebration and togetherness and support. And there's definitely an energy of feminine energy, like support. And this can be like even like 3 generations too, like 3 generations of family and coming together. And I love that they're balancing teacups on their head. So that is meeting in with the energy of the moon. So first of all, I'm sorry, I should have prepared you guys. This card is amazing. This is on the back of the box. So this is the card for the moon energy. Robert, you're getting a Monty Python feel with that Three of Cups? Yeah. I love how it's like the black and white with the color, and there's actually some really cool like planetary energy here. I don't know if it's going to come up, but there's like some planets orbiting around what looks like the sun and the moon, which is, or an eye for third eye with the sun. But I'm seeing, because we got the moon covered over here. So this card is amazing. And of course, this is the week of the full moon. It's in Libra, which speaks again to relationships and balance in relationships. So I feel like, you know, there's this energy here between you and others. And this is feeling like, typically, like I said, it's a celebratory card. It's coming together, and cheers, you know, celebrating or supporting each other. And here with the moon energy, there's an illumination on our relationships that's happening, you know, like we're talking about the sun and the moon being very active this week, and the energies that are coming forward, that they're happening in our relationships. And also we talked about the light and the shadow. So, you know, the moon's transformative energy is coming in here to really help us to shed and release and let go of anything that is not coming with us to the tea party. So there's this energy of beautiful transformation that comes from moving through that and embracing, you know, over a cup of tea. It's reminding me, like, I saw a reel the other day where it was like having tea with my ego. It was like an aspect of yourself. And it was like really having to sit down at a table and talk to someone or an aspect of you that maybe you're at odds with or that's challenging, and be like, so what's that about when you act that way? And then the ego is like, well, it's because I'm afraid of being abandoned or whatever. And they're like sipping tea and just having this like casual talk, like being able to sit around a table and connect on a level that's free of any of that stuff that keeps us from really connecting, is kind of what I'm feeling there. So I love all the things going on. Yeah, a lot of healing in the last week. Perfect. Yeah, so that's really speaking to the blossoming that comes from being courageous and embracing the healing and allowing yourself. Oh, wow. So your grandmother being Native American, you felt really drawn to your heritage. This, like I said, I have a generational feel with this card, and that would be 3 generations, right? So really feeling into the energy of our ancestors and not only the wounds, but also the gifts that we get from them. And, you know, we're in a time that we have an opportunity to step into an awareness that they may have never had in their time. There wasn't that level of awareness, and their lives and their challenges, and sometimes even just all out, like their days involved survival or their days involved getting through the day, that they didn't have the opportunity for the transformation and the metamorphosis that we have. And we have it because we come through the line of, but we also inherit the energetic energies that come through that. This is where ancestral healing comes in. So I would definitely go with that. If you're feeling connected to your grandmother and that lineage, that there's something in that for you too. There's something in the tea leaves about that too. So I love your double energy here. Cherokee, that's amazing. I love that. That's so beautiful. And for sure, that feels very connected to the messages that are coming in. Absolutely, especially with the highlight on Libra. So it's about relationships and bringing balance. So there's light and shadow always. And we carry both within us, and it comes through us. And so we have this beautiful opportunity to bring it together in a really healing way. Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, Debbie. Deidre's not able to jump in. Yeah, sure, definitely. We will get her down for a card pull. Make sure I didn't miss anything there from Jen. Nope, we're good. You're welcome. Okay, Sharon. Hey, Miss Sharon. This one is for you. Card for Miss Sharon. What is coming forward for you? I love this card. This one came up today too, and it is the Chariot. It is card 7 of the major arcana, the Chariot. We found that this license plate on the front says Cosmic, and I was saying this was giving me Pam Grier vibes, definitely 70s vibes. Miss Sharon, I have a feeling you were a lot of fun in the 70s. That's what I'm feeling. The Chariot is all about movement, right? Forward movement. and taking action and rolling on. So, you know, one of the things that we've talked, oh, you get share vibe. Oh yeah, I see share too. Yeah, I see Sunny and share. Yeah, for sure. But I got the Pam Grier right out the gate, but I see the share too. I want to see what I did not look in the book earlier. I want to see what the book says about this energy for you. Okay, Chariot. Motivation, travel, and momentum. So a force to be reckoned with. You are unstoppable when you work with a positive and focused mindset. This card speaks to the self-confidence, drive, willpower, and determination needed to accomplish a particular goal or desire. It may also refer to upcoming travel or even a move to a new residence. An unexpected journey, adventure, or exploration may be coming your way. So even if it's a car trip, right? Even if it's just getting out there and taking a spin, we know all the actual references of the Chariot that can come up. We've talked about that at length. But it feels like getting into a groove of, you know, really being in an inspired time to create, and that when you have that ability to focus on what you're creating and you kind of get into, like, you've warmed up the motor and now you're keeping it rolling. Like there's this momentum that you are on right now on this journey that you're really enjoying. So I'm really feeling that coming in for you. And I love top down, you know, just feeling yourself. I love it. That's beautiful. And all the references we're making, however they resonate for you, there could be extra messages in there with the Pam Grier, the share, the cosmic, all of the fun, the 70s, all those messages coming in here for you, Miss Sharon, for rolling on and having that momentum. And you're going to great places, even if you're not physically going anywhere because you just got back from a big trip, but just the idea that you are on the move energetically, and it really is a beautiful thing. I love that card for you. Beautiful. Okay. I love the dancing. Disco, baby. Kat is next. Okay, Kat, let's see what is coming up for you. Coming up here for Kat. Ooh, I'm gonna guess Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands is like unmistakable. Yes, Eight of Wands. I love it. Movement, action, stuff happening, lots of irons in the fire. But it is showing like a quickening or a speeding up of action or activity, which, you know, being that we have all the swords energy here. Oh, your phone died, but you're back. Okay, good. Well, at least you got your card pull. Thanks for coming back. Of the swords energy with that double Knight of Swords, with the mastery of swords, of action, movement, but in a really inspired way. So the Wands is about your fire, your creativity. Oh, you know what? I got to interrupt this program. I just realized I forgot to show everybody my rainbow moonstone ring. I just felt it on my finger and I was like, I forgot to show everybody. Hello. I mean, Jennifer. Outdone yourself. It is amazing. I've had it, I just got it, and I've been wearing it ever since. So it's pretty amazing. Thank you. It's so beautiful. I told you guys, I promise you get to see it. Very grateful that I was able to get this. Boom. Sorry. Okay, intermission over. I'm back. We're back to Kat's card. Maybe a little wink to you with the rainbow moonstone, bringing that in for you. But the Eight of Wands, I know, well, I saw it because you had you had one out there that we all were like, and then you were like, it's okay, I can make you one, and Kendra and I both, right? And so people don't always know, like, we waited, right? So, like, I know, I always feel bad because I know how that feels when something speaks to you and it's just like, sorry, I'm just going to continue to show it to you guys. It's so beautiful. Amazing. I do love it, and it's perfect, the fit. I mean, you know, there's room to move, but I think that's cool. Like I like a little jiggle when you're, especially because it's my reading ring, and the camera is on my hand close up, so I love it. It's so perfect and just gorgeous. Kat, that was all for you, for your 8 of Wands. So I feel like there's a speeding up of activity, of a lot of things happening, but also like heating up in the creativity department. I just want to see what she says in the book to enhance the messages that are coming in. Okay. Movement, speed, and power. High energy and enthusiasm. The wind at your back, propelling you forward. Positive growth, tapping into your power. Positive growth, repeats positive growth. Positive growth in love, career, or other areas of life. So yeah, it's a positive forward movement, and it can happen quickly. It can happen more like rapidly, like just a lot of things happening and moving at once. But one of the things I didn't mention is, because again, we're kind of feeling into this week and like the energy right here and now. I've been saying to everybody, I kind of feel like it's like when summer vacation is almost over. Mercury retrograde is returning. So at the end of this month, Mercury will station retrograde. And so it's been about 4 months of retrograde free skies. And so because this is the first time we're stepping back into retrograde, we're likely to maybe be more aware of feeling that slowing down. So I feel like right now there's a lot of activity. And so to the extent that can sometimes be like dizzying, even if it's exciting, even if it's like, more than like, whoa, coming at me from all directions, then, there can be a kind of like a pulling back or a slowing down at the end of the month. But for now, there's a lot of rapid movement and activity, hoping for some speed to come up, money, so slow life, so fast. But I did just get a yes, you're hired. Oh, yes, perfect. So I love that. Congratulations. Little part-time thing. Okay. Beautiful. Go for it. And again, everything's looking good here. Victory and success being seen. So that's amazing. Congrats. Stuff's popping. That is awesome. Now Jen's busy taking orders for rainbow moonstone rings and keeping track of who's next. Debbie, okay. Card for Debbie. Fighting with the keyboard. You're welcome, Kat. This one is for Debbie. What is coming forward for you? Almost jumped out of my hand. Okay, Debbie, we got this card already earlier for Pops. It's back. It's the 5 of Cups. So if you were here when I was talking about it, because it's so beautifully depicted here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull you a clarifying card from the traditional tarot. And I like to do that because, like I said, if something wants to come out double, okay, good. So you heard all of that. 5 of Cups spiel, spilled milk and all that. Things that are draining of our energy, right? Things that are circling the drain. Another version of that card came up in a reading today. And I had a spontaneous full moon ritual that came into my mind about filling up a cup of water and speaking over it, everything that you're releasing, everything that you're wanting to let go. And when you're done unloading everything that you need to release over this cup of water, pouring it out. So no, it's not spilling, you're pouring it out, and allow yourself to watch it go down the drain and allow it to flush away. So it's like you're making the conscious choice to release and let go of anything that's coming up about those spilled cups or those cups that were never filled. That was just a little something that came in that I feel compelled to share with you. So I'm just asking for a quick clarifying card for you. Robert's services are available. Queen of Cups just winked at me. Yeah, I really love that. And then on the flip side, for manifesting, you can speak all of your intentions of what you wish to call in and then drink it. So you're doing a spell, you're doing an act of a ritual that's saying, I'm infusing into this water the energy that I'm releasing, pouring it out, and then I'm going to fill my cup. I'm going to speak into it everything that I want to bring into my life, all the new, what am I manifesting, what energizes me, and then drink it. So that's the other half of that ritual there. Going through a lot of letting it go energy. So let's get you a card to go with this, just to kind of give you a little punctuation mark on the notion. And it's beautiful because this Five of Cups does have that butterfly energy on it. Ooh, that was the card of wishes. Nine of Cups just winked at me. One card here for Debbie. Ooh, beautiful. Temperance. Temperance is the card of healing, moderation, and flow. Dipping your toe into it. And what is happening on this card? What's happening, Debbie? Pouring it into the cups, right? In your hands. Taking your power back, and you're the one who's deciding which cups you're emptying and which cups you're taking in. So temperance energy is coming in here with those two cups, empowering you to say, one is in the water, one is dipping into the emotion and the flow, and the other one is planted safely on the ground, right? Beautiful. And if you remember temperance last month, where Robert showed us the version that had the foot with the tattoo on it, and he looked it up and was able to tell us this symbol, this is where it comes from. This is a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith version, and so that deck was beautifully created with that traditional energy in it, and I love that that comes up here again. And also, I was so feeling daffodils this month. That was kind of like what I used on everything. So I'm seeing those flowers as daffodils also like coming up. But we see this beautiful pathway behind the moderation, the middle road, the middle way, flow, balance, healing. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. I love this for you, Debbie. Definitely try it. I'm definitely gonna, that one's easy. I can do that one. See, I still haven't planted my seeds, and you have, so that's amazing. You're doing it. Leading to the crown, that's right. What's on the horizon? Sunrise, new dawn, new beginnings, new illuminations coming from this healing process, coming through that. Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. Okay, Sarah, next for you. Let's feel into what's coming forward. Card here for Sarah. Yeah, Debbie, that's beautiful. I love that for you. What's coming up for Sarah? Oh, two cards just winked, but I'm not sure what they were. One card for Sarah. I'm feeling that one. Okay, let's see. What is this? 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is the card of family. So this is the card here, and we're actually are seeing the parents and child. And so this is the energy of happy family. 10 is the culmination of. So each suit has cards Ace, 1 through 10. And so 10 in numerology is representing coming into wholeness, coming into fruition, coming into, to the end of a cycle or to the beginning of a new chapter on the other side. And so there's a nod here, though, into the family and the home. And we see that connection here with the parent and child energy. And there's cactus. This is beautiful. I love this. I want to see I'm not missing anything. The cups are at the bottom, and they're all very colorful. Cups are water, emotion. So there's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of flow. It connects us in with our heart chakra. So I'm just going to take a look here at the book to see what is coming forward through this beautiful card for you. Okay, so like I said, it's the card of family, happiness, and deep love. So very much in the heart chakra. And it's about A life that is abundant in love and joy. This is a card of contentment and beautiful relationships, be they love, friends, or family. Wholeness. That's what I'm saying, like coming into wholeness. And so, you know, the symbolism of the cactus or cacti in the background, you know, this journey, this process is not without its spiky needles, right? The process in the journey is going to involve all of it. Wholeness is going to involve all of it. But at the center of everything is love, is great love and togetherness and wholeness coming in here. And we're definitely getting the family energy, right? So there's this culmination of, and coming into a place of contentment with everything that we have here, because all of it, and if we're using everything that we have, and we've talked about that with some of the cards that came up, is using all of our tools, knowing that we have everything we need, and it's all a process of learning. And if we go all the way back to the beginning when I was talking about the fool, the fool's journey, and all the other fools on their journeys, the idea that we're all here helping each other facilitate our journeys. So that certainly comes up in our families. It certainly comes up in our close relationships, because we are all bringing forward at soul level just what we need for our fool's journey. And so it's a little bit of everything under the sun when it comes to that part of life with, and I just love the fact that it's bringing in the family energy here. So that's really beautiful, and bringing all of that in for you. Very pretty. I love that. Gosh, these cards are amazing. Somebody just slammed something in my house. Sorry, I just heard a sudden noise. Hey, Colleen, welcome in. Fulfillment of the journey. Yes, that's beautiful. Everybody plays the fool. If I wasn't censored on Facebook and couldn't use music, you would have seen that I used that song, but I can't do it on my Facebook, but on Instagram I did. So yes, everybody plays the fool. That was my little song. You're welcome, Sarah. I feel like that was really perfect. That song is perfect because we are all playing the fool, right? Okay, Ginger. Ginger is next. See what's coming up for you. Card here for Ginger. Oh, sorry, one got left down here. Action of coins. All right. Marco Polo. No censorship there, right? I know. All right. Ginger, this is for you. Oh my gosh. This is the card that was just down there. Came up for you. I almost left it behind. It wanted to come forward for you. Action of coins. So this is the Knight of Coins, of Pentacles. And so we're seeing growth happening here. We're seeing things starting to come forward. And see, this is really beautiful. So we have the earth energy, because pentacles are earth element, and beautiful growth happening here. There's action happening. So the bringing in of the earth energy is really showing, coming through. It's making me think of something I shared the other day. I thought it was just so perfect, because it said that every flower that has bloomed had to come through a lot of dirt to get there, right? So it's this idea of moving through the dirt, moving through all of the different stages of growth to arrive at this place where we see this action happening of really coming into bloom and growth in our lives. And I want to take a look. That it's really interesting that that card was the one that got left behind and then ended up coming in for you. So I want to see what it is coming in here with the symbolism on this card for you. Action of coins. So pentacles are the slowest suit, right? So patient, right? Patient, methodical, and committed. So it takes a lot of patience and commitment to bring forward that growth. There was a lot of nurturing and cultivating of that garden for everything that you've brought forward and are bringing forward. Intentional, detail-oriented action. Slow, but effective. Productivity, trustworthiness, and responsibility are needed. can also describe a loyal person or steady relationship. So that's a perfect word for the Knight of Pentacles, is steady, steadiness, steady growth, steady movement, but also very rooted, grounded, patient, moving through in a way that is very sure, you know, and it could be slow but sure. So there's maybe some new things that are blossoming into your life that are blooming now that have been a long time coming, you know, things that you have worked very long and very hard to bring forward. So it's showing, especially if you're not seeing all that growth yet, not to be dismayed, because it is coming forward. And so that ties back into the energies coming up this week with showing the victory, the success, and things coming into fruition. So I love that for you in the steady growth that's coming forward. Okay. You guys are laughing because Mel's next. Am I getting my Grammy speech music? All right, Mel, this is for you. Let's see what's coming up for you. Oh, your keyboard. Are you on your laptop? Ginger, you're welcome. I hope that was resonating for you. Sticky keys. All right, let's see what is coming up for Mel. Ooh, yes, let's see what this is. 9 of coins, 9 of pentacles. So yeah, she is a master of her domain. So it's like really connecting into your space, your home and your comforts and all of your things, and bringing, I know the blue and the red are just so bold. I love the boldness of the two colors. And again, there's so many blossoms coming in. So I love the spring energy of that these cards are bringing in. Be courageous, you will blossom. So, you know, you are I always think of the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, very interchangeable, because there's this energy of sort of like taming that bird of prey, like bringing in that energy and like making it work for you. Amidst, even if it's like, this is your style, it's your way, and really owning it and stepping into it and really being very down to earth about it. Like, so the coins, the pentacles, earth, rooting in, being authentically you, and bringing forward a lot of growth into your environment. That's what I wanted to say. Like, typically it's like your home, your space, your environment, wherever you are, that energy is, you carry that with really a lot of like, yeah, is it making sense? Perfect. I'm just going to look really quick. I want to see what is coming in here with the 9 of coins. Luxury, abundance, sovereign. Enjoying the fruits of your labor, living in the luxury that you have created. Appreciate the beauty of the earth around you, wherever you are, and whatever you have right now. Perfect. That's you. Wherever you are and whatever you have, always appreciating it and luxuriating in it, making it into something that's really beautiful and authentically you. That's what I feel. There you go. I love it. That's perfect for you. Oh, good. I'm glad that's making sense. Okay. Damn, I know, right? So good. These cards are awesome. Kristen. Oh, see, Mama knows. Okay, everybody's perfect. All right, this one's for Kristen. Can I say it again? Boom. 2 snaps. Whatever I have, wherever I am, I luxuriate in it. I love it. All right, this one coming in for Kristen. What is coming up for you? Oh, you got the 3 of Cups. So we have this card again of coming together at the tea party, bringing in all of that connection with tribe, and a booty shake. Yeah, I'm sitting on it, but yes. Was that, yeah, it was 2 snaps and something else after that, and I forget what it was. Because I almost said, and a bag of chips, but that's all that, and a bag of chips. Oh, man. Kristen, we've got the 3 of Cups coming in here again for you. And I don't think I looked in the book for Erin, so I'm going to look in here for you. Yes. Friendship, unity, lovers, strong connection. Oops, I'm reading 2 of Cups. Sorry. I was going to say lovers. That's not the kind of tea. All right. 3 of Cups. Friendship, support, happiness. Connect with your friends and support systems. Lean into your relationships and celebrate each other, meeting new friends. So it's about connections. It's about connecting with like-minded souls, tribe, community, and coming together in a really beautiful way, and bringing each of your unique aspects to the table, having fun, you know, and just like coming together. And also, I really love that symbol in the background. It's bringing the sun energy, and it has all of the planets revolving around. So it just feels like stars aligning and things coming into alignment with your inner relationships, friendships, connections with others, you know, finding your tribe, you know, like the people who are walking around with teacups on their heads wearing fur stoles, you know, whatever's clever. So there's just this energy of celebrating that and coming together. So that's really, I love that too. It's beautiful. So blossoming and blooming into authentically you, and knowing that in so doing, in the 6 of Wands of being seen and being revered and celebrated for victory, success, you're putting out the signal to call in your people. And they're coming in around you and supporting you and seeing you and appreciating you is what I'm feeling there with that energy. It's really beautiful. That's great. Now I have the Living Color theme song in my head. All right, Chastity. So as for you, I mean, I'm a coffee person too, but whatever, tea's cool. I mean, I don't need a saucer on my cup, but some people do. That's fine, right? Pinky's out. Fine, no judgment. I love it. All right, Kelly. Kelly is next. In Living Color, Men on Film, 2 snaps and a twist. Damon Wayans. I know, I can hear him. I can see him saying it. You're welcome, Kristen. Gosh, they don't make shows like that anymore, do they? Couldn't be making shows like that today. No fire marshal bill. All right, let's see what's coming up for you, Kelly. Okay, ooh, let's see what this is. Mad TV, yes. I always try to explain to people, if you know Mad TV, lowered expectations. They had that like dating show where the couple are like walking into the sunset and they're singing the song Lowered Expectations. Sorry. Okay. Ooh, oh, it's the star, Kelly. Wow. Okay, look at this, mama. Wishes, healing, renewal, and hope. The star energy coming in here beautifully. Right? Lowered expectations. And of course, Stewie. So we have the energy of the star coming in here, which is a card of hope and renewal. And I feel like, I love the female empowerment that I'm seeing here, like this divine feminine empowerment and like really owning that. So really staying focused on your star. So there's a lot of other shiny things out there, right, that can get our attention, that can call us in. But you know that you want the authentic wish for you, right? You're not just going to take whatever shiny thing, but really feeling into your star, right? And owning that and really feeling that is what I see there. There's almost like a pearl in the center, almost like a pearl energy that's kind of like, you know, pearl takes time, right, to cultivate, and it comes from irritation, right? From grit, from really going through that process in order to come into its fullness. And so those hopes, those dreams, those wishes, those stars that we're waiting on, you know, it's persevering, because there's really a beautiful energy of it being truly for you, and whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. So there's just this energy coming in there of great healing. I'm seeing that pearl. Yeah, I see it here and here, like really beautiful energy of like moving through the challenges and the irritations and the grit and all of the things that take time, but then coming into beautiful wholeness, coming in here for you with the star. And so I think that might be connected in with, I was saying, the Sun conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer, and having it come full circle to really seeing the beauty of our wounds and, you know, kind of owning them into some of our most beautiful and precious of pearls, right? So coming through that process of the wounds, moving through all of those things into beautiful pearls of wisdom, and all of the things that ultimately, that perseverance of waiting for that true star for you to come into place is what I'm feeling. Is just like a really beautiful energy. Oh, your daughter has her on her wall. Not exactly the same, but just as gorgeous. Yeah, that's really beautiful. I love that. Beautiful card. And I'm feeling this, the indigo energy on this card, which again, this is called Midnight Indigo, light in the dark. So moving through the shadow work, the dark nights of the soul, you know, all of that energy, and knowing that there's a lot of great healing that comes through in that process is what I'm feeling there. So that's really beautiful. Star, hope, healing, wishes coming true. Pearls of wisdom. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, the midnight purple, so beautiful. Brenda, okay. Brenda, this one is for you. Coming in here for Brenda. What is coming up for you? All right, it winked at me and it's gorgeous. She's ready. You better be ready because it's beautiful. Okay, this is the Four of Wands. So this is the card of home, of celebration, and really it does speak to gatherings and celebrations. So it can speak to any type of literally like weddings, birthdays, milestones, but things happening in and around our homes, but also like the foundation of the structure, the outline of, you know, the places that we identify with. We are at home with ourselves, at home with our tribes, celebrating. This also can speak to literally like dancing and movement. But I love all these flowers, and there's so much different variety here we see in all of these, and this is really beautiful. Oh, good, gals. I'm so glad that your card pulls were right on for you. That's beautiful. Four of Wands here, stability, gathering, harmony. So 4 is a very, it's a number of like structure and foundation and aligning things. So it's a time to enjoy celebration and or appreciation for your life. I think you should throw a party, of course. Throw a party. Goals attained, supported, secure, a solid foundation may also refer to a wedding, birthday, or milestone. So you choose. Someone was just saying who got this card, and she was talking about, you know, making repairs to her, even though she wasn't moving to a new home, she was making some changes in her home, and it was almost like having like a new housewarming party, like a welcoming in of something new into her home. Any old reason to have a party, to celebrate, to gather, to really enjoy all of the things that you have strategically aligned in your life. So yes, Guidance says, have a party. Throw a party. Starring you. Starring you. I love it. Yes. So this is a beautiful card. You're ready for this. I love it. Things coming together and really blooming big time. Really nice. Rob's ready. Yay, I'm coming. I'll come. I'll RSVP to your party. That would be so fun. Aletha. All right, let's get a card for you. Let's see what is coming up for you. Card here for Aletha. You're welcome, Brenda. It's coming up for Aletha. Oh my goodness, we have a frequent flyer around here tonight. 5 of Cups. So again, we're invited to take a look at the contrast between the things that are draining, the things that are leaving or pulling from, and then the things that nourish us and invigorate us and fill our cups, right? I'm going to pull you a clarifying card since we've had this frequent flyer tonight. We'll pull you a card from the traditional in reference to this 5 of Cups coming up here for Aletha. In what way is there an opportunity to shift perspective into something that really fills your cup? That really, yeah, that purple is really beautiful. Oh, that winked at me real fast. I didn't get to see what it was. What's the card here for Aletha to go with the 5 of Cups? What does she need to know around that 5 of Cups? Oh, you have the Knight of Wands. So we have the Knight of Wands coming in here with that fire, with a little bit of action. And so what I feel like that is, sometimes things can get kind of stagnant, especially if our energy has been getting pulled into something that's very draining. That's not invigorating us. That's not making us feel inspired. The wands are here to bring in inspiration, to bring in the sparks, you know, and we started here for the week with the Messenger of Wands. So that's the Page of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. So this week is bringing in some opportunity. Remember if you were on when we were doing the wee with the pig, with the with the pinwheel of just having fun, right? And doing what lights us up. So those spilled cups are still going to be there, right? If we've been really focused on things that have spilled, that have gone, that were never there, or, you know, that again, something that's really draining of our energy, could be somebody else's spilled cups that we've been putting a lot of energy into. We're invited to step away from that and to focus on something that really invigorates us and really lights us up. And so that is always, to me, anytime you do something that's creative, anything that lets you express yourself creatively is a perfect way, this water to this fire, to help dry up some of that overabundance of emotion, right? To be really saturated in that and to allow yourself to play, to explore, to wield your wands and do something that lights you up as a way to, every moment that you're spending focusing on that is helping you to shift your perspective and see the cup here of abundance and great transformation that's coming in for you, right? So there's a opportunity to bring the focus into the fire, the sparks, and all of that. The key is, what makes me feel energized and uplifted versus what is draining from me, what is pulling from me. And that's, I'm using my intuition, using my gut to feel into, what am I going to put my energy into? And so that's like sort of like that key to feeling into which way I'm going to focus. So that's what's coming up here for you with that beautiful purple. Ooh. Oh my gosh, look at this one, guys. That's Messenger of Cups. Wow. Look at the octopus at the top. That's the Messenger of a Mastery. Sorry, that's the King of Cups. Yeah, I was going to say that's a master right there. That's not, I was going to say, that's not a page. Beautiful. Oh, Sarah. This is the 10 of Cups in the traditional. See, happy family in the rainbow. Beautiful. Okay, Deidre, let's see what's coming up for you. You're going to catch the replay. This will be here for you. Oh, good, Aletha. I'm so glad that's spot on for you. Deidre, what is coming up for you? Card for Deidre. Eight of Cups. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at the peacock. Look at all of those things. Okay, so this is beautiful. The Eight of Cups is a card of moving on. It's a card of moving away on from. So here we have all of these different cups. This is representing the different cups, and they're in various stages of, of being in our life. So in some cases they're sinking or they're moving away. I know there's a lot going on. Just try to hold it still so you can take it all in. But the stairway that's leading up to almost like a temple structure or something is really talking about moving onwards and upwards in our life. And I love that the peacock is at the top, but it's not strutting its stuff, right? It has great gifts and beauty and potential to share. But this is an element of like moving on from this energy. Oh, Robert, I love that. Moving through the ruins to a new dimension. Yes, that gets 2 snaps. Yes, I love that. Yeah. So, yeah, these little orbs, which are representing the cups here, are places you've been along the way, experiences you've had, all of that, and they've served their purpose. You have learned from them, you've grown from them, you've transcended that energy, and so there's a moving on, but just recognizing it's like each one of them have added to the beauty of all the gifts that you have to share, but this is not where that's happening. It's happening as you move on into the new and take steps to move away from things that are no longer serving. And a twist. I feel limited in my ability to twist from this spot. I just want to see, because that is such a gorgeous card. Even the cups at the bottom don't feel... okay, higher purpose, shift, transition. It's time to turn away from what is no longer serving you. Journey inwards to the infinite source. This is where true joy resides. So it's, yeah, allowing yourself to, again, use the full moon energy, releasing, shedding, letting go of the things that no longer serve. They served, thank you, and now I move forward into the new. So there's something new to embark on. But I mean, it's infinite, it's beautiful, it's really transformative coming in for you. So there's again, I feel the Six of Wands as you step into that and strut your stuff, spread your feathers, and allow yourself to be seen and celebrated. Victory and success arriving and being celebrated. So that's not happening down here. So that's where that transformation is coming in. Really beautiful. This is an exciting card for Deidre. I can't wait for her to see it. It is an awesome card. Robert's rolling in here. He's strutting his stuff as well. Oh, you can't twist from your seat either, can you? Okay. Colleen, let's see what is coming up for you. What is coming up here for Colleen? Card for you. No twisting happening, huh? All right, what's coming up for Colleen? Ooh, let's see what this is. Nurturer of Cups. So this is Queen of Cups energy. Beautiful. So we have this Cups energy coming in with all of the intuition and feel and flow of the Queen. But we're bringing in all of this coral reef of beautiful energy coming in. I always zoom in on this starfish, because I think about the regenerative properties of the starfish. We've talked about that before, right? Being able to grow back what is broken, to regenerate from what is broken. And we talked about tonight the sun in Chiron happening Tuesday, the sun conjunct Chiron and the wounded healer, and that energy coming back around again, and seeing how, again, our wounds are actually this source of power within us, and how we're able to regenerate from that and bring in something really powerful. And of course, the Queen is owning all of that. She's very empathic. She's very intuitive, the Queen of Cups. And I like this back here. Earlier I saw this card today, and I was kind of seeing it like, no twisting for you either. That's okay, right? You can just kind of wiggle your tail a little bit, maybe, with the little fish tails on here, flirting with the fish like Brittany, bringing in this beautiful energy. This was kind of reminding me earlier of a almost like a compass, like following our North Star, right? Staying true to who we are and owning that. But I want to take a look in the book and just see what we have coming up. I love the word nurturer for you as well. Nurturer of Cups. And that is bringing in keywords of caring, compassion, and empathic. A spiritual healer, deeply intuitive and understanding, able to hold sacred space for the emotional self, radical compassion. Pay attention to your feelings during this time. So, yes, feelings, because I had to remind myself this week, feelings aren't facts, right? And to allow myself to feel the feeling, let it bubble up, let it move, right? Holding space, sacred space for feelings, but allowing them to go on, because I just keep swimming, right? We have this beautiful energy here of that coral reef and all of the different things that come up, all the treasures that come up, and just being really in tune with knowing that all of those things, you can do that, right? Perfect. That, you know, we're able to move through those things, recognizing that this too shall pass. And any feeling, it could be a really positive or high vibe feeling, but whatever bubbles up, the Queen or the nurturer of Cups, it navigates that with a lot of beauty, grace, and compassion, not only for others, but also for herself, holding space, sacred space for those feelings, leaving room for those feelings to bubble up and keep on moving, you know, passing through, moving them through. So this is like a really healing energy. So again, this week has a lot of potential for healing with a lot of those aspects that I've been talking about with the wounds and turning them into our gifts. And I have other messages coming your way that I think are very aligned with this too. So I think you will, yeah, definitely a shaman energy. I think you will find the ongoing resonance that comes in there too, that moves into your creativity. And again, moving through feels, using your creations, using your inspiration and that wand's energy as well to move through. So beautiful card coming in for you. Love that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, definitely really a shaman feel. All right, we're down to Robert and Jennifer. Okay, let's pull one here for Rob, see what's coming up for you. And then we'll bring it in for Jen. Okay. Card for Rob. You loved the card. Here it is. So now you repeat what your interpretation was when you saw this card. Moving through the ruins, right? Moving on into a whole new galaxy that awaits, this expansive place. And also, stretch your stuff, Peacock, right? I love this for you. Okay, now I'm getting couples retreat, I think it's called, where the couples go on like this retreat for like marriage, like the healing of their relationships, and they have like the yogi guy that does the whole like proud peacock and put your chest out like a peacock. Strut your stuff, gotta fly. Yeah, so again, this actually looks really welcoming. I want to show you the traditional Eight of Cups. Moving onwards and upwards, but not without acknowledging all of those cups that we leave behind and what they represent for us, whether they're beliefs, old versions of us, whatever it is that has served its time, served its purpose, that we're ready to move on from. And like I said, in this depiction, they actually look really beautiful, whereas in the traditional, they're in a little bit more of a disarray. Actually, this one's not too bad, but this might give you another view. So this is another version of the Eight of Cups moving on. And we see like, yep, there's those things that got me to where I am. They're all a part of, yes, I do know that one from Mark Wahlberg, because peacocks don't fly, right? Oh, hey, Brandy. Yeah, we're on the personal card pulls, and then we have this posted as a replay. So you certainly can have a card pull. So yeah, the Eight of Cups, leaving things behind. It also kind of reminds me of like a bunch of solo cups here that you might like do bowling with or something. But that doesn't interest you because you're moving on, right? You're leaving behind those cups and moving onwards and upwards. And that's not going to be without its mountains to climb, not without its challenges, not without its ruins, not without, you know, all of the things, but you are ready for it. You're ready for the next leg. The next Yes, you are. You are ready for the next leg. Sorry, Rob. You are so ready for it. Take a hike. Yeah, throw that bowling ball. Get a strike and step on. So I love that for you. Onwards and upwards, peacock. Strut yo stuff as you hike. Shake your tail feather. That did not look like a wheelchair accessible ramp. Sorry, bud. Oh my goodness. We can have fun with ourselves. It's all good. All right, Brandy, I'm going to pull this one for you. And then Jen, we will pull your card, okay? So this one is for you, Brandy. And you will see the replay will be posted. So these 5 cards, there's a 6th one here, but typically we pull 5 cards to represent our week ahead as a collective, looking at certain areas. And I'll have that all posted with the replay so you know what each card stands for. And then if you would like one, we pull a personal card for you to see what message is coming forward for you. So let's see what's coming up for Brandy. The red solo cups. Ooh. Oh, that was 2. Let me flip that back over. Once again, 1 card for Brandy. What is coming forward? All right, let's see what this is. 9 of Wands. Okay. Gorgeous purples tonight, guys. Really beautiful. So the 9 of Wands, the wands being the fire element, so it has to do with fire action. In this case, the 9 of Wands can kind of come to a point where there's been a lot of work, right? And so we're sort of like at this place of like kind of exhaustion, because like I always kind of think of it too as like kind of like holding the bag, being left holding the bag, like all those wands that you're managing, and having a message to persevere, because the 9 is showing us that we're nearing completion, because 10s are completion of a cycle, of finishing out a chapter of a project or something that we've been doing a lot of work. So we're kind of stopping here and sort of taking in all of the effort, all of the work that has gone into holding up all of these wands and persevering through to keep going, knowing that we're almost to completion of this phase, this stage that's coming into wholeness. And I was trying to see what was on the top of that mountain, because we see this pathway where it can seem like there's still so far to go, So there's just sort of like maybe a little bit of an exasperated feeling of like, when is this going to come into fruition? But the 9 tells us to hold on, to persevere. And then also to allow yourself, I'm getting a little lean on me. It is okay for you to accept help. It's okay for you to lean into others that can help you. Yeah, sure, Danielle, no problem. We'll get you next. Leaning into help from others, support from others, because you are almost there. And yeah, I would say that could be a castle up there. It's kind of reaching the summit, right? Reaching the destination, whatever that is for you. Don't give up. It seems far. It seems like there's so much left to go, but you can keep persevering and allow yourself to accept some help, is what we're getting there. Oh, good. I'm so glad that makes sense for you. Perfect. Thank you for coming by. Okay, Danielle, hi, welcome. We were just finishing through, we did a week ahead collective reading for all of us. This will be there on the replay where you can see each of these cards represent the days of the week coming up and what we might expect in energetic as far as what's coming forward for each of us. And then if you like, we pull a card for you. So I'm going to pull this card for you. Thank you, Alita. We love you too. Thank you for being here. So this one is for Danielle. Message for you coming in. What is coming up here for Danielle? Danielle, oh my goodness, I think you are the 5th person that got this card tonight, and you missed my spiel. So this is the 5 of Cups. And so, like I said, collectively we come together and our energy brings forward messages that even though this is your card pull, there's always something in here for all of us. And the main theme of this card tonight has been about making a distinguishing between the things that are very draining of our energy versus the things that are uplifting and energizing and filling our cup, right? But if you're familiar, and this is a beautiful card, I don't mean to gloss over it because we've seen it 5 times tonight. Yes, take it in. It's beautiful, right? And it does speak to moving through feels, right, of sadness, of some type of mourning, of loss, because these 4 cups spilled, right? So there's an aspect of being focused on the spill, being focused on what is no more in those cups, and there's no getting those contents back into the cups, or sometimes they never were. So if we're focusing on that, we can find that we come to a point where that's really draining of our energy or pulling us into looking at that we're not seeing this big, beautiful, brimming cup with that butterfly coming through. So what I was doing, because it came up so many times today and we were sort of feeling into what more might this be coming up to show us, I'm going to pull a card for you from the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, because we were kind of weaving that in as well and just seeing how there's a contrast between the 2 decks and then added messages. So I'm going to pull, Danielle, one more card for you to bolster the messages coming in. Yes, Mel, I do. I love the energy too. It's so awesome. Really appreciate you guys coming in and making it what it is. Kristen, night, night. I know. I know it gets late. Thank you for sticking with me. Lots of love and happiness and all the good things to you too. 2 snaps and whatever you can shake. All right, Danielle, let's get you a little punctuation mark here. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, that's the Empress. Okay, so the Empress is beautiful. It is the Earth Mother energy. It is being pregnant with possibilities of birthing something new. So all of those tears have actually helped the seeds to grow in the garden. So this is an energy of abundance, of fertility, of really being able to bring forward all of the beautiful blooms that are coming into your life. And so sometimes, and kind of feels like on the heels of the card we just pulled with the 9 of Wands and talking about when's it going to happen and feeling like we have so far to go. Oh, good. So you have a connection with this card. This is your card. The Empress is the creatrix, right? Number 3 is the number of creation, of collaboration, of coming together, and beautiful. I mean, We don't even need to talk about this card anymore because look how beautiful that is. So, you know, our key phrase this month that I was bringing in is be courageous and you will blossom. So it takes courage to look away from those things that we didn't get, that haven't happened, that spilled, that didn't go right, didn't go the way we planned. It takes courage for us to look away from that and to focus on this one cup, trusting that it has within it everything we need for this transformation. But this comes in from your higher self as a punctuation to say, yes, Queen, you have it all coming in here in your beautiful garden. So that's perfect. 369. So that's definitely something that speaks to you. I love that. Beautiful. Yes. So there you have it. You brought in, Jen, we will not pull this card for you. I'm going to say that's the last 5 of cups for tonight because that's a perfect way to end it with the Empress. After the storm comes the rainbow. Awesome. Okay, Jen, this one is for you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for coming in. Okay, Jen, let's see what's coming up for you. Card for you. And again, guys, for those of you that are still here, we are doing an empowerment pack this month. So anybody who wants to jump in, I'm all caught up on the month ahead readings. I'm delivering those now to the people who are already in. Empowerment pack means 3 readings that I do for you over the month, starting with your personal month ahead energy, all kinds of other goodies. I told some stories in this one, and then throughout the month, unlimited 1-card pulls. So I do still have some openings. If anybody wants to jump in for April, just message me, or you can see on my page, Grow in the Flow, I have the link there as well to check it out. A lot of these crazy cats are there, and we have fun. All right, Jennifer. Oh, that one just tickled my finger, but I want to speak it out here for Jennifer. A card for you. What is coming forward? Ooh, okay. I saw this card today. I don't think it was in here, right? No. Nurturer of Coins. Of course. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is your card. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, it looks a little different here, but it's the Nurturer of Coins. So it's bringing in all of that energy of being that nurturer of your garden and for everyone that is in your domain, and being generous of spirit and having abundance of gifts and resources and knowledge and things that you impart and share with others. I mean, he looked like from a distance, I felt like he had like some stuff had dripped on him. But I see that he's giving us a little open collar shirt here to bring in the energy. I love the lush green in the background, the coin belt buckle. I'm feeling it. It's gorgeous. All of the earth energy. I just want to give you a little, what are we getting for the Nurturer of Coins in here? Okay, Queen in parentheses, smokin', right? Smoldering. Keywords: generous, caring, comfort. A person who takes care of others. Loving or sensual touch. Healthy self-care rituals and nourishment. Nourishment of the body. Luxury and wealth. Creator, creative, fertile energy. So if you check all those boxes, right, so especially the one about the self-care, if you feel like you have mastered that, if you haven't, on the off chance that that's still something you're working on, this month, as we move from Aries to Taurus season, Taurus is going to be bringing in some of that energy of self-love, self-care, self-worth, pleasures of life. So there's like this energy of really connecting in with that earth energy of really, and I feel like that could come through for you in that I know that this is the season where you're going to be gearing up to do what you love with your garden and plants and connecting in with the earth. So again, that being a form of your own self-care, your own self-nurturing. I know, that's why I said it. And I know it because it's my downfall too. That's why I was saying, unless anything's changed since I talked to you, I don't know if we've got that one on lock, but that's okay because we are we are growing through what we are flowing through. So we are here learning that, and I said this to a friend earlier this week, is that, you know, shifting, and incidentally, I was talking to her about another Leo, because I do think it's a Leo thing, is understanding that self-care is a form of service. Self-care is a service. So being able to shift our mindset, yada, yada, our own oxygen mask first, yeah, but for real though, you know? And so understanding that when I fill my own cup, when I am nurturing my own garden, it's strengthening and emboldening me to be able to continue to hold and sustain others. So it is actually an act of service, right? Yes, Robert, tell us. She gives so much, you have to force her to take some personal time. Yes, she does deserve it. And, you know, we get to decide, right? So as we take a look at what are we going to let go and release with this full moon, what are we going to embrace with the new moon energy, which is super powerful. Like I said, the 19th, it's coming in as a total solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of potential for us to take action. Just one thing every day. You know, we talked about this on here for some of us, just trying to take like a walk, to get outside, not just to take pictures of your beautiful creations, but to actually go out there for yourself, you know, those types of things. Just maybe pick one thing that you're going to focus on and slowly weave that into your day. But nonetheless, I mean, absolutely embodying the energy of the nurturer and being able to give with such a generous heart, but recognizing also the need to also give back to yourself in order to continue to sustain that wellspring that you're giving from, right? And also, beautiful card. I love it. So, I mean, like I said, you're the Queen of Pentacles for me, so that's perfect that that came up to close us out. So, you guys, thank you. Another awesome night. Love the energy. Oh, Robert, that is so sweet to your honey. Yes. So, you know, keep her accountable. Just one thing, right? Just what's your one thing? And just decide that one thing and just work that into your day. Schedule it in, recognizing that it is an act of service to care for yourself. So, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get this together. I've been trying different things, so I will somehow share this throughout the week in some way, shape, or form, but the replay will be there for you. I'll be putting it up on my YouTube. Once again, give me a shout if you would like a month ahead reading. We have a couple different options. And thank you. Thank you all for being here. Sending lots of love and many blessings. Have a great week.